Now, it does seem like the MATRIX Endgame is getting closer and closer. I should just say for YouTube, this video is for entertainment purposes only, pure speculation and ideas. Nothing has been fact-checked. And what is the Matrix? Well, the Matrix really is simply the financial system, the legal system, and the political system. All these three things work together as one. Now, we think they're separate, but they're not really separate. And who controls them? Well, we know there's all these secret groups, so many of them, and really there's going to be secret groups within the secret groups. So there are people at the top in the shadows that we don't really know, although we can trace quite a lot of them. So these guys are running the show because they control the system itself, and that's how they control us. They don't have to follow it, they're above it, but we do. And of course the end game really is technological, and we ultimately we want a chip in the brain, but you don't need that really now. You can read your mind directly through interpreting brain waves. It's quite possible to do, and they're doing it probably for a long time already. And it does seem like they're getting more and more desperate. We've just recently had the elimination of, let's say, Charles K, an important person, and they're giving us a whole lot of stories about it. But really, when you look into it, this has got to be done by, the inner system, the agencies. And really it's done, I think, it's done by the three-letter agency. It's got a B in it, it's got an I in it, and it's got an F in it. Because these guys have cleared up the site. They're nearly finished. Immediately washing down the roof. Now they're cleaning over, paving over the grass. And when you look into the, ballistics of how it happened, now real experts have said, of course, the actual projectile came from his right-hand side, came from behind and came out of his neck. So that's what we saw. So it was a professional job. And really, not only that, I don't know if you know this, but there was a book published just before the event happened, and also two papers. The Times in New York and the Times in LA both published articles 19 hours before, or at least headlines of articles. So they knew it was happening. And we always have this predictive programming. It's like they always got to tell us. And you see it for everything. When you look into it, there's so much predictive programming for all these big events. This is all the matrix, orchestrated, planned. And like I said, it's moving towards the end game. See, not only have they eliminated this character, who really would have been a good candidate for another president, but now he can't be. In time, he could have been president, very, very good one, interesting one, but not anymore. And of course, they want to stir up a big fight, expecting people on the the logical side to get angry now, and then we can have a big fight. We've got the left and the right, two factions. They create all this tribalism. They separate us into tribes, identify us in that way, and then we all fight amongst each other. Keeps us occupied. And they can step in with more and more control. And the good news is, we do seem to be resisting this technology. Even in the Far East country, the Kung Fu country, they're the first ones to really push for this digital money. But the people are resisting. They're not accepting it. It's a big problem in that country. So that's very hopeful. And most of us now know, we don't like the idea of all this centralized control, digitalization. And ultimately, of course, it will be AI or general AI, very, very powerful AI, so that can control everything through a digital blockchain system of identity and money. That's really the end game, because once you've got that, that's it. If you're not in the system, you're out on the street, or you're out in the countryside all by yourself, with nothing. But again, I don't think it's going to happen like that. This is what they want. It doesn't mean they're going to get it. Like I said, we're resisting. And we've got to feel, I'm working on an alternative system, which I'm calling ENTIFY. ENTIFY project. This is a real system that we could use as an antidote to this global centralization. A real thing we can do. I'll leave links below to my website talking about that. And also the Sovereign project. You see, these are the best guys. They're really understanding the legal system. All of them, the financial, the legal and the political system, how they all work together. And in fact, it's also the religious system. There's a lot of stuff here. They've all been built up over centuries. And they manipulate us through language, clever words, word games. So the Sovereign project explain all these word games, how we can use their own language against them, because that's all they understand. So that's very important education. So I'll leave links below to the Sovereign project. They also have got an app now. Again, I recommend you get this app. You can download the app, and then you've got on this all information, how you can deal with the legal system, interactions, how you can talk to the authorities, when they come to your face or come to your door, come to your car. So there's a lot of very useful information, practical information on that app. And also I'm doing a speaking event. I'm talking about ENTIFY project on the 26th of October with the Sovereign project. They're running an event all about freedom, how to escape the control of the authorities, on the 26th of October in Great Yarmouth, UK. Now again, you've got to be careful, just study it. Remember, I personally have not really done anything. See, my life is quite delicate. I've got to be careful what I do. So I'm just living my life quietly, doing what I have to do and studying it. When I have a safe way out, then I'll do something. So I recommend just studying it, research, understand it, how the legal system, financial system and the political system all work together to keep us under control. That is the matrix. And the next level is to create a big fight so that they can instigate, martial law and then instigate digital control. So, like I said, we're not accepting digital control, so they have to make us accept it. Make it so bad, we have a big fight that now we have to have it. All right, we'll have it now. So we must not give in, and we must not have a big fight. Let's not fight. Remember, they're just creating these tribes. It's all artificial. Really, there's no tribes, there's only the individual. And they go on and on about diversity, but remember, ultimate diversity is the individual, each one of us separate. I'm not a member of any group. I am a sovereign. And there is a way of having a sovereign society. Like I said, I'm working on the technology for it. Blockchain can be totally decentralized. So that's the antidote. They're having totally centralized blockchain. So that's the problem. So there is a way. There is a way. So thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for your time. Do check out all the details in the description of this video. And I look forward to seeing you in any of these other videos here.